Sorry for the delay, everyone. My computer, I don't know what's going on. I came up here an hour ago, set everything up, make sure everything was working fine, and then I came up, my camera wouldn't connect to the computer. It kept showing a green blank screen, getting crazy. Had to keep switching different connectors, and it finally worked. And then my stream wouldn't connect to YouTube, but I think we got that all sorted now. Let me know if you can hear everything good, thumbs up, see everything, make sure we're all running good here. But today is another YouTube channel review. So the way this is gonna work is I went into my Facebook group. I'll show you right here real quick. So this is my Facebook group here. And where's my, there we go. Can't see my mouse. Hold on. Got to change the setting on here. It messed itself up again. There we go, show cursor. Here, now I can see. Okay, so here is my Facebook group here. It's called Camber Motion Community. I have a link to this in the description. Can you hear good? All right, awesome. A link in the description. So I picked, every so often I'll go in and let people know I'm gonna do some channel reviews, and you have the opportunity to post a link to your channel if you want yours to be reviewed. So if you're joining the live stream today, I'm not just gonna be going over random channels for people that come in. I'm probably gonna say this multiple times throughout, excuse me. And as more people come in to say, hey, if you are interested in getting your channel reviewed in the future, then make sure you come to my, what's this called? My Facebook group, once again, linked in the description, and I'll link that as well in the comments after this video live is over. And you'll have a chance for the next time to get your channel reviewed. So, some other things while we're getting started here. It was pretty cool doing that last giveaway despite some of the ridiculousness I talked about before. Looking forward to the next one. Like I said, if we get to 25,000 subscribers by June 1st, then I'll be giving away 5 of these. So there's a light that goes on top of this too, but it's a great little tool for your phone for vlogging, because I talked a lot about how you don't necessarily need a camera to make good videos. Tons of people use their cell phones, especially iPhones. They have great video capabilities now, so don't let what you have right now be a limiting factor on what you're doing, and this is a way to help. So if we hit that number, 25,000 subs by June 1st, then I will be giving out 5 of those. And the way you can help with that is when videos come out, like, watch, subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and share, because those videos a lot of people aren't watching. And my channel says that there are about 3,000 people with the bell rung, but my videos usually still only get like 100 to 200 views in the first 24 hours, and that really kills videos. So you can help. Make sure, if you do like the channel, you want to support, you want more things to be given away, then do those things, please. It helps out a lot with the videos and how they do. Hey, if you're just starting out, Bobo darling, if you want to get a channel review, link in the description. Check out my Facebook group, join it. I do these things every month or so, and you'll have a chance to submit yours as well. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to go ahead and switch back to my other screen, and I'm going to go through. We have 5 channels we're looking at today, and I'm going to show you things that I would suggest about what to do to improve your channel. So first one, let's come up here. I think I need to refresh this because not all of them are showing. Well, are we going to refresh? There we go. Stuff's acting crazy today, people. All right, here we go. So first one, we're going to look at Lisa Childs. So I'm going to first just go over your... All right, so I like what I see right off the bat. You have a intro, or not intro, but a channel trailer there that's good. I suggest having that. If you're just starting out, you don't necessarily have to make one. You want to get some videos posted first and maybe put your most viewed video there, but it looks like 123,000 subscribers. So that's pretty awesome. You obviously know what you're doing. Instantly see good channel art, good quality, so lots of great pictures there. That looks good. And we have new upload every Sunday morning, so that's good. People know what to expect from your channel. Instant pop confidence and inspiration with Lisa Child. So people know what your channel is about right off the bat, so that's a good thing. And once again, good to have here all your links to social media. Just so you know, once we get to this, I'll show it now, in the About section, whatever you put as your first link is the one that's going to show up big right here. So wherever you want to drive your most traffic, that's what you want to make sure you put it first. So for mine, I have Instagram, because I want a lot of people to start going to my Instagram channel, so it shows a lot bigger for the Instagram. So back to the first. So we already talked about that. So looking down for as far as organization, so uploads. The one thing I would change just here is I like to put popular uploads first, because people get there and then they see your channel. Like especially with my new channel, I have one that only has 400, almost 500 subscribers right now. But I have a few videos that have one with 5,000, one with 10,000 views. So when you put that up here in this section, it shows people that first come to your channel that there are videos with lots of views. So that's what I like to do, have popular uploads first, then uploads after that. Let's see, looks like a playlist here. Yeah, some playlists, that's good. And if there are other, I'm still testing to see how this works. If there are other channels that relate to yours that you like or that are popular, having a section with those in there as well can be helpful. And something I started doing, actually I'll show, I'm not sure if it'll show up on here, but it definitely shows up on the mobile app. So, come on. So here, well, I thought I had popular uploads set on mine, but maybe I don't. So I have one with shorts. Okay, so like here, some other related channels. So on my phone, at least, there's a short section as well. So if you're doing short videos, that'll pop up when people are looking at mobile, which I assume most people are watching on mobile. Hey, Jazzroop, thanks for joining. I talked about earlier, if you want to get your channel reviewed, then check out my Facebook group in the link in the description and join my group, and you can put in your name for the next one that I do. But I do have a set amount of people. You can still learn from what we're talking about here though. So yeah, which looks like I need to go back after we finish and put my popular uploads first, but it looks like it's good. You have, what's it called? Playlist. Yeah, that's good as well. So that looks good. Videos, let's see. So one thing I like that I've started to try to do in all my videos as well is, regardless of what I'm talking about, is put my picture in it. So especially with a lot of I don't really have a theme. Some people will do a theme for their thumbnail so that it kind of stands out and people get used to knowing what your stuff looks like. But when you are doing cooking things or you have a lot of different subjects, then I like having my face in the picture so that people recognize you regardless of what your video is about. So like here, 15 things you didn't know, how to keep berries fresh, life-changing carrot cake. So 100,000 subscribers, that's awesome. Congrats on that. Because that was what, looks like 2 months ago, and now you're at 1. So you've already grown 23% more in 2 months. That's awesome. Still waiting for that growth from my channel too. Most of these thumbnails are looking pretty good. Like this, I like how it says so gross. One thing to think about, a lot of people make mistakes with on their thumbnails is they'll put all the same words in the thumbnail that's in the title, which you don't want to do. You want to do stuff that gets people's attention, maybe have a couple of the keywords that are in the title, but you don't want the same thing, because then it gets really jumbled up, especially like with this, how to keep fresh berries, or how to keep berries fresh up to 21 days with no molds, which I think I need to watch that because I just went to get some fruit and I had some mold. But I like how you show the berries big and it says so gross. So obviously we're like, ooh, that's gross. What's it about? And that gets my attention. So really good there. Just for me, some of these, like this Kroger one, not so much. One thing I'm trying to do more and more of is minimize what's in my video or in my thumbnail so that it doesn't look too busy. Like most of these don't. So just some of these, it looks like stars here in this Kroger one kind of stand out a little bit. It's more stuff that I'm trying to figure out, what is that something that's important or what? More so we want to just see the air fryer. So I think, at least for me, I probably would have just left the different brands out. I mean, if that's where you want people to buy them, that's where they're from, I can see that. But I'm trying to get as minimal as possible so that the things I really want stand out. Like this makes sense, 25 Instant Pot recipes. It's there's multiple recipes there, but it does get kind of busy and it's kind of hard to tell what the different ones are. Like it looks like maybe there's some green beans. One thing to remember just in general for everyone is when you are making a thumbnail, you're looking at it big on your screen when you're making it, but you also have to think about what is this going to look like when it gets small. So test that out too, because the more stuff you throw in there, the harder it's going to be. Like I like this instant, where's my mouse? Instant pot versus crock pot. So just from seeing this for the first time, it makes sense that I see you in the middle thinking about it and you have one on one side, one on the other, but I'm not quite sure what the food is in the middle. It says pot roast down there, so now I see, but the food in the arrow, not sure initially, like looking at it, trying to figure out what it is when it's this small on the screen like this. So just a few tips there. I mean, most of the stuff's really good. Obviously, you've been doing it for a while, so you know what you're doing. Come through here, looks like you have lots of playlists. That's good. I always suggest people have playlists because the more places people can find your videos, the better. So sharing it to multiple things like, not YouTube, we're on YouTube, like Twitter, Facebook, all those different places, the more links you have going out, the better. And when you put them in playlists, that's one more place that someone can find your videos. Say maybe they go to this cooking kitchen tips and then they see a video that maybe they wouldn't have otherwise seen because it's has to do with something they already watched. Because the algorithm, it's not always going to suggest your videos after one of your videos. So this way, on a playlist, someone watches a playlist and they're automatically going to be going to your next videos that have to do with that topic. Community, good. Community posts, talking about things that are going on. It's good to have. I'm trying to start using that feature more and more on my channel store. Obviously, if you're selling stuff, you'd have stuff there. So like this with channels here, I would do the same type of thing with having some of these featured channels in that section on the home page. Like, not up at the top, but after some of these, it just kind of breaks up this whole huge thing of thumbnails too. You have some channels that sit there. I just think aesthetically it looks nice. But about, let me tell you what you're doing. That's good. December 15th. Oh, that's cool. Chosen's creator on the rise. That's sweet. Congrats on that. Is that when your channel, if you're here or when you come back later, let me know. Is that when your channel started picking up a lot, or was it picking up which led to that? So that's pretty cool to see though. So places to follow, that's good. Email address, talk about all that stuff. 4 million views, that's awesome. So you're getting a good subscriber rate for how many views you have. That's really good. So just last thing, I'm just gonna click on a video here. And sorry for people ahead of time, when you click on a video and don't watch all the way through, it does hurt it, but we're just doing this to go over some things. So, 15 things you didn't know the air fryer could make. One ingredient. Okay. Okay, so this is one place in video tags where you can make a huge difference. So right here, Lisa Childs, yeah, you always want to have your name in there. Tried, tested, and true. I'm not sure if that's one of your catchphrases for, oh, here we go. Tried, tested, and true, Instant Pot Cooking. Oh, so that's the name of your channel. Okay, gotcha. And then Lisa Childs is your name. Okay, so people search your name or your channel, that's in there. So things like, kids are being loud. Things like air fryer, that is a very generic tags. So the way you want to use tags, like for example, if I typed in air fryer here, look, 3.3 million searches per month. Now, you have a lot of subscribers and popularity, so those kind of tags are, you have a chance for ranking for it, but for getting found in search, which is what I'm focusing more on for people who are newer, that's your best way to get seen, is search results and making videos about things people are searching for in very specific topics so that you're likely to get seen. So you see air fryers, 3.3 million searches, which is a lot. So you're probably gonna get lost in the results. Air fryer recipes, you have that in there as well. That's 450,000. But you see as we get further and further down, 165,000 for air fryer chicken wings. Air fryer French fries is 74,000. Air fryer wings, 40,000. So when you're going, this is, by the way, using keywords everywhere. You have to pay for it. It's like $10 for 10,000 keyword searches. So it takes a while to use them up. But the thing here is trying to be specific with your tags, because if you type in air fryer, there's tons of videos from people using air fryers, what kind of air fryers to get, all that type of stuff. So for example, with this video, something like 15 things you didn't know an air fryer can make. Okay, so maybe since it's 15 different things, write in your tags, I don't know, an air fryer, we'll say a donut. Air fryer donuts. So you see that 33,000. I don't know if that's one of the things you talk about, but just for example, 33,000 search results there. So you have a lot better chance of getting seen in that more specific tag than you do from something that has 3 million. So I always, every video, try to have these tagged to the max when I do that. And then also in this area, and I'll show you in one of my videos real quick. Let's Camber SD card. One of my best videos here. So if you look on here, just to give you guys an example, see I have all these different things. Choosing the right, instead of, if I just type in SD card, we'll see. SD card. 368,000 search results, so that's a lot of results. And when I made this video, I had like 20 or 30 subscribers, and it's been my most popular one. So I was able to get found. But you see these, choosing the right SD card, choosing the right memory card, SD card buying guide, best SD card for 4K video. So you're taking that keyword and trying to make it longer for things that people are searching for that have fewer search results so that you're more likely to be found. And all those things I then, when I make a title, like choosing the best SD card for video, I try to write the title and some of those keywords in the first little section here on the video. I have links to all my stuff. And then down here, I always try to make a little paragraph putting as many of these tags as possible in it, because that's how YouTube, a lot of people don't realize, they just put out a video and think, oh, I spent time on it, so good, people should watch it. Why aren't people watching? YouTube doesn't know who to show your video to. So the way they know is by your title, your tags, and your description. So you can't just throw all the tags in the description because it's against YouTube's terms, but you can put them in there in some kind of sentence paragraph form. So if you see this video tells the difference among SD, micro SD, compact flash cards. A lot of the keywords that are down in here, I just put in form that makes sense and isn't just copying the keywords. So that's one way. You're obviously getting views now, but I do this in my Facebook group every so often too. I'll pick someone and take one of their videos and be like, hey, this is what I would do to optimize it better for SEO. So it looks like everything on your channel is great, but the one thing I would really try to focus on for yours is those tags, and really using that to help be found by more people and getting more search results. Huh?
Can I use your Pro Controller?
Yeah, that's fine. So great job on that, Lisa. You're killing it on your channel. Now that you guys see kind of what I'm looking for, I'm not going to go over the tags and all that stuff in as much detail as the next one, but give some ideas for things that I would do rather. But now that you have an idea of what I'm talking about for these, So 1 foot off the grid is what we're going to next. So same thing, looks like we have channel trailer, and this looks like an actual trailer for the channel. I've been meaning to do this for my channel for a while. I just haven't gotten around to it, but hey, Nika Chu, welcome. Just so you know, I have a link to my Facebook group in the description. If you want to get your channel reviewed, go check that out, join the group, and I'll approve all the new people once I get out of here, done with this live, but you'll be able to put in for a chance to be featured in one of the next videos. So next up, 1 foot off the grid. So we have 28, almost 3,000 subscribers. Here we got a channel trailer, that's good. So as far as organization here, uploads, same as before. I would put popular uploads first, just so when people first come to your channel, I mean, there's nothing wrong with having a few hundred views on videos. I mean, that's my videos. You know, I've got 10 times the subscribers almost, and I get the same amount of views on my videos, unless one just starts to take off. So nothing to be ashamed of on your view count, but I prefer to have popular uploads first so that someone comes like, oh, look at this 100,000 view video, 14,000. Oh, this, a lot of people are watching. Just a psychological thing for some people. I like that. Featured channels, that's good. Just, you see what I'm talking about here now, how it breaks it up a little bit. So you have those channels, and then you have this here, so it's not just a ton of boxes. Shorts, that's good. Something for Lisa as well. You're doing well with your videos, but something I've been doing more and more of are shorts. Not so much, I was testing it on this channel, but on my newer channel, the fitness one, I've been making some parody type shorts and things like that, and they tend to catch on and take off pretty quick, and it can bring in more subscribers and just get more interaction for your channel, and the algorithm sees more stuff's going on, views are coming in, and it might recommend your other videos more based on people watching your shorts. So definitely I would suggest using those. It looks like this one has 203 views. You never know, sometimes these things, I had one that jumped up to 2,000 views in one day before, so it can't hurt to try. Some people might think, well, my subscribers might not like it, but if people are supporting you, I mean, I'm sure you're subscribed to a lot of people. It's not like you watch every single video of theirs, but if there's something you don't want to watch, then you don't watch it. It's not like, I'm not going to go unsubscribe because someone makes some short videos. It might be more interesting because you have more time to watch it. So we're going to come back to videos. Playlists, let's see, time lapse, that's cool. Time lapse, building a yurt, pro tips. As far as, I'll come back to the home real quick. So 1 foot off the grid, I've watched some of these videos before. It's making basically off the grid. I mean, it's pretty much self-explanatory what it is, but we can see the one thing I would try to do, I like the overall look of the art up here, but one thing I would try to do is maybe make these pictures a little smaller there so that we can see more of what that is, because I just see part of a person sitting on, I'm assuming it's the roof of something, but zoom that picture out a little bit so we can see more of where you are and what's going on, and maybe, I don't know, maybe even this 1 foot off the grid, trying to like spread it out so that you can make it one long 1 foot off the grid across the top so we can see some of this, and shrink down the picture underneath so we can see some of that view of what we're looking at. Once again, the channel art, it's not like something that's going to make or break your channel, but it is something that, I'm always looking to improve what I can. So got that playlist. And like we said, good to have playlists, so have a good selection of playlists here. Good to have, and I suggest at the end of your videos or even in the description of some of your videos, putting playlists in there so people can see. Channels, yeah, so we have other channels here, featured channels, and like we said, those are listed here as well, so that looks good. About, skim through this real quick. So in Washington, so in May 2020, and maybe check this every so often and update it, because this, is almost a year ago. So if you do have date specific stuff in here, maybe update it just to have, honestly, a lot of people probably don't go to the about section. Maybe you have some super fans that do, and good to keep it updated for them, but it's not something that's going to be crazy. But if you do have date specific stuff, I would keep it updated. Okay, so we have links, just the website, that's cool. 160,000 views on the channel, looking good. So let's go to one of the videos real quick. I'm just gonna go to the most recent video on most people's things. So, let's see, is this safe? So is this safe? Upgrading our off-grid yurt, episode 21. So let's first look at the tags. So kind of the same thing. You have a good amount of tags, but just things like this one, off-grid. If I put that in, off-grid, 27,000. So it's not like there's a huge amount of search results, but you can, especially, I can see you haven't used all of them. You have 500 characters, so you could add other things like off-grid life, off-grid living, all these different variations of the stuff that has to do with what your video is talking about. It just gives your video more of a chance to be found by people that are searching for these types of things. And once you start dominating for a keyword and you see, like, based on, is it TubeBuddy? No, not TubeBuddy. What's the other one? I forgot what it's called. vidIQ is what I'm using. Those numbers that pop up that I showed on mine earlier show your ranking for that keyword. So if someone searched for best SD card for 4K video, it's saying that my video comes up first in the search results. So if you don't have any of the numbers here, if you have vidIQ installed, it means you're not actually ranking for any of those tags. But one way to help with that, like I said before, is to have a little paragraph in here somewhere that has a lot of your tags, or just find a way to put these in, all the stuff that you already wrote in here. And one thing I would suggest, if you don't have, just for everyone, to get an Amazon affiliate account. And pretty much every type of channel can benefit from this. Like Lisa's before, I didn't check to see what kind of links you have, but especially with cooking stuff, all those crock pots, ingredients, all kinds of stuff. You can find almost anything on Amazon. So use that, and you can have links to all that stuff in there, and people buy it, and you make money off of it. And the great thing is, even if they don't buy what they clicked on, if they buy anything else on Amazon within, sorry if it's shaking, my computer's shaking a bit, I don't know if the camera is, but even if they buy anything else within 24 hours, you still get a commission off that. So someone might check out your crock pot and then go decide to buy a $4,000 camera after that, and then you get like $150 for that. So it's pretty cool. It can't, like I tell people, some are like, well, what if no one buys it? What if, I mean, then nothing will change from what you're doing now. But if people do start buying stuff, you're going to start making money from it. And it doesn't cost anyone anything, so it's great. You're just making a commission off what they're already buying. But as far as the title, is this safe? Upgrading our off-grid yurt. Just in general, I try to think of how specific can I be. Like, yeah, is this safe is going to catch people's opinions, or not opinions, but attention. But also just, is this safe? It's not something that people are searching for. Like, I like how you have it in the thumbnail here. We can view a full thumbnail. Yeah, there we go. So we'll talk about the thumbnail. I like how you have it here, is this safe? And I would suggest putting a border around this arrow too, because I actually didn't even notice it until I made this bigger. But I would try to crop this in a little more. You know, it's okay if you cut some of that out, but, or maybe, I don't know. I see why you did where it is, but it is a little bit busy. One thing, it takes a lot of work that I've started to try to do with some of my videos where there's a busy background is make a copy of it. I don't know if you're using Photoshop or what, but cut out the things that you want people to see, and then like saturate that stuff more, and then make the background desaturated, so then what you're doing stands out a lot more if there's a lot going on. So that's one thing you can try to do. But as far as the title, I probably wouldn't say, is this safe? I would just make this bigger, is this safe? And then people see that on there and be like, oh, what is that? And they think, is this safe? And then you see in the title, okay, upgrading our off-grid yurt, and then maybe some other kind of thing that people are searching for that's really gonna stand out. and be more specific based on the different titles you search for, keywords. Hey Des, thanks. Glad the videos have been helping, man. Awesome. And if you want to help out the channel, just watch stuff as soon as it comes out, like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we have more cool giveaways coming away. Hey Marla, yeah, glad to help. Glad to help. So I think that's about it for this channel. Mostly good stuff overall, like we've been saying. Get rid of that one. So next up we have Turnip of Terror. It's an interesting name. So let's check this out. So the Turnip of Terror's medieval resources. Okay, so I'm guessing telling where to get different things. Let's see, medieval knights, don't rush, pouch contents. So just teaching about different medieval things. So like I said, with the other ones, I would suggest having, you don't have to make a channel trailer, but I would suggest putting one of your most popular videos in as a channel trailer because it really stands out at the top there when someone first gets onto your channel. And then popular uploads, like how you have that there. So the same thing, like, you know, choose one of these most popular videos and make that your channel trailer. So that's the first thing up there. Then popular uploads, featured channels. And then I would suggest putting some playlists under that as well for your featured channels, just so you have more stuff on your homepage. And if someone does click on a playlist, they're more likely to watch through more of your videos because they're already assembled there for them. Let's see. So videos, next up. So relatively new, well, a year-old channel, but not a whole lot of videos. So the thing with YouTube, obviously, I'm sure you've heard, is being consistent. A lot of people say a video a week. That's good. I mean, you have to keep in mind, you think, oh, people are waiting for a video, they're wanting a video, but a lot of time, people aren't just sitting there like, oh, when's the next video gonna come out? But when it does, like, oh, cool, there's a video. I mean, that's how I am. Most people I watch, I don't know what their upload schedule is, except for one fitness guy that uploads like twice a day. So there's always stuff blowing up on my phone from him. But you get notified, it's all good. But I would try to do something at least every couple weeks and just be consistent with putting different things out so that will help your channel grow as far as algorithms seeing recency and you keep putting stuff out. Because it's been 2 months, then 5 months, 6 months. So 1 to 2 a month looks like you've been doing. So maybe, you know, a couple a month, and then if it picks up, do more from there. So as far as thumbnails, medieval cooking with kids. Okay, I'm going to show you an example from one of my channels here because I have been doing a lot of cooking channels actually with my kids as well. So like here you see, let's see if I can make these bigger. I try to make a theme for the ones I do with them. So like here, how I was talking about, I'm gonna hold, like this one here, I cut us out, I duplicated the picture, I cut us out, and then made the background a different color because there's just a lot of stuff in the background going on, and I really wanted to highlight what I wanted to be shown. And I kind of did that same thing for all my cooking ones, the same for this, the same for this one here. And if people are watching, they kind of get a feel for what your things look like. So, you know, you can change the background, desaturate it, change the color, and I think it helps things stand out a bit. I like how you have the plain background, you know, the brick wall for those. It helps. The one thing I get the font you're using, it goes with the theme of the channel, but at the same time, it's kind of hard to read. It's like sneak peek there. Win this dagger, that's a really small text. So you want things to be big, bold usually is good, bold fonts that people can read easily, because you got to remember people are looking at this stuff on their phones usually. It's small and you really want it to stand out. And same thing here, like swords without borders. One thing you really got to start thinking about is like thumbnails ahead of time, and try not to just use a clip from your video that you what's it called? I just lost my train of thought. Oh, don't just take a still from your video as an afterthought and post that, because you got to think about, I put all this time in this video, editing, filming, figuring it all out, scripting, and then I'm just going to post it and hope it does well. You got to this is the real marketing part of it. You have to get people's attention, because if you don't, they're probably not going to click. So you really got to get people's attention if you want them to click, and put in that little extra work. Think ahead, so you know while you're already filming, what can I do to make a good thumbnail? Like here, this picture probably would have been, I'm just thinking, even better if you did it outside or something like that, just to, because your clothes are the same as the background, and your face, the color, it's kind of funny, like the background's gray and your clothes are gray, then the ceiling's white and then your face is lighter, so it's all kind of blends in a lot. You want to have some contrast from the background so that it really stands out, kind of like with the brick wall there. So we're going to click on one here. Let's see. Tags. So same thing here, tags like swords. If you typed in sword, just to show an example, sword. Let's see what the actual 550,000 search results. There's no telling. Biggest sword versus car. These different swords. Conan takes a samurai sword in the gut. There are so many different sword things that could come up with that. And if you only, especially if you only have 450 subscribers, keywords like that are not going to get you found. Like philosophy, single words like that, history, warriors, warrior knife. It's basically just a waste of your tags. You have to think about things that people are searching for that your video has to do with, and then be very specific with longer tags that you can use those keywords so that YouTube knows who to show your videos to. It's like swords. Why you love them and everyone else does too. So that's not a bad title. So put stuff like that in there. Why everyone loves swords. Why you love swords. And type that. We'll just see why everyone loves swords. I mean, people aren't probably searching for that necessarily, but you basically just have to look up the things. Let me see. I don't want to go too much in depth with this because you can really go down a rabbit hole. But I do this kind of stuff, like I said, with other people's videos in my group, and I post to the Facebook group to help figure out better tags and stuff like that. But once again, just try to figure out tags that are longer and specific, and then put those same tags in some kind of paragraph form that makes sense in your description, so that it just helps the algorithm know, okay, this is the type of person that I need to show these videos to. Let's see. So thumbnails, I think, could do a little more forethought and do better for them, as well as titles like medieval country society. That's not bad, but I would have a second part of that has more keywords, talking more about what the video is specifically saying. And like my favorite thing, that type of title, probably no one searches my favorite thing. You got to think about what are people searching for, because when you're new, you got to make stuff that people are searching for that will get you noticed. That's the best way. So playlist, yeah, you have a lot of playlists, so I would definitely throw some of those playlists down in here so you have more stuff for people to see when they first come. We talk about the channels, discussion. You don't necessarily need that, but it's not bad to have. About, so you tell what you're about. Yep, that's good. Email, and we have all the websites like we talked about before, all the links. The first one you put in is going to be the main one, so that's good there. So the big thing for the channel, I would say, is try to upload more and concentrate on better thumbnails to get people's attention, and then work figuring out those titles and tags as well. Cool. We are getting close to done. So next up we have Angelo. I don't even know. What time is it? How long have we been going? Not too long. Trying to keep it under an hour here, but I want to be thorough. Okay, so we got a channel trailer. Looks good. 4,000 subscribers. So obviously this channel art, the first thing I see is a drone, so I'm assuming this has to do with drones. I mean, that's a great picture. I do like to have some kind of wording up there in the title, or not in the title, what am I thinking? In the channel art. Just saying what your channel's about. Like a catchphrase, a slogan, something like that. Like, I don't know, learning drones, filmmaking with drones. I'm not sure. It looks like you talking a lot about video quality, so making the best with your drones. You know, just you get what I'm saying. Some kind of wording I would add to that. You don't have to, but it just obviously I know it's about drones, but then there's all kind. I mean, you could watch people comparing drones, teaching how to fly drones. What specifically about drones does my channel focus on? So we got a trailer there. That's good. We got uploads. So I would add more to here. Once again, I'd put popular uploads first, and then maybe some featured channels if you have that, which we don't have featured channels. So other channels you like, I would put that there. Add that to the front page. Add some playlists in there, because when people land on this page, it just gives more stuff to look at and more options for people to click, because a lot of times people aren't going to come to your channel and click through every tab, but they will land on the home one, and the more stuff you have there, the better for people to choose. You know what? Something I forgot to show as well. So just to say real quick, Lisa, I think her profile picture is good. I like to try, since we know what the name is, I would try to make that a little bit bigger. I know you want to have this cooking stuff in there, but just a bigger, like increase this so that your head's all the way to the top, and maybe the pot's at the very bottom, just so that people can see you clear. Same with, I forgot to talk about this on each one. So 1 foot up the grid. So I see it's a family there, so I think family channel, that's not bad. I would just, if you could, try to get a video where y'all are lit up more, so just because y'all are really dark and the background's light. I mean, that's fine, you know, a silhouette type thing, but I want to see the people better, and maybe even like crop it in more so it's just the bottom half of you, so we can maybe see some people's faces. Turnip of Terror, thumbnail. I mean, we see that. It makes sense, a turnip. Okay, so now we're back to Angelo. So I see it looks like I'm not completely sure what it is. It looks like maybe someone holding a camera forward. It's kind of hard to tell here. So, I mean, it's fine. It's obviously you can make it what you want, but a lot of times it's good to have you in the thumbnail for your channel so that people know who you are. And unless you're not in your videos, then it might not matter. And if it's a lot of drone stuff, you might not be. But if you're talking a lot, I think it's just good to have your face so people can connect you with the channel and it just all flows together. So I'm going to click on the first video here. Hey, Farhan Sadiq Fahim, I've said a couple times, if you want to get your channel reviewed, join my Facebook group, and next time I do one of these, you will have a chance to get your channel reviewed as well if you submit. And all these things I'm talking about for all these channels apply to everyone pretty much. It's the same things, I'm just trying to give suggestions specific to each channel. So Little Adventures 2, Canon EOS R, Sigma Art 18 to 35. So I'm guessing Little Adventures 2, that's the name of a short film, I'm assuming. I just don't want to see here. So yeah, so it's not necessarily just drones, because there's other, obviously, Canon EOS R and Sigma Art. So not that your channel art or anything that's bad, but my immediate thought was your channel was about drones, so just something to think of. So video tags, once again, I don't want to be mean, but these tags are terrible, because anytime you have a single word, you're pretty much wasting your tag. So filmmaking, look at this, just to show you. Filmmaking, 110,000 search results. How about Sony? That's going to be a lot. Sony, over 3 million. So your video is not going to get found by someone searching Sony. So you want to be super specific on these tags and make good use of them. Think about, what is my video about? Okay, if it's a short film, it's harder to rank. But think about, okay, it's a Canon EOS R. You can type in something like Canon EOS R cinematic. 77, that's not a ton, but it's specific. And if someone searches for like how to make my Canon EOS R look cinematic, your video is probably likely to pop up, and they can see what's at least what's possible with that camera. Same thing with the art and like Sigma art 18 to 35 on Canon EOS R, those types of things. You want to be really specific. Like music bed, you're not gonna rank for that. You're not gonna rank for Premiere Pro. You got to think, there are so many videos about all these things. After Effects, people make videos on After Effects about how to use After Effects, how to download it, what are the settings in it, how to make stuff in it. So your channel is not, hey man, I'm not searching other channels. I let you know how you can get seen. I'm going over certain amount of channels today. So write in the comments over and over again, look at my channel, isn't gonna get it seen. But you gotta be super specific on these. Like I said, if you use vidIQ or TubeBuddy, you'll be able to see what other people's tags are, and you can go into some of my videos and see how I've tagged them and how they rank, and then take those tags that I used and put them in the description as well, because that makes a huge difference. So Little Adventures 2, that's good. I would probably change the second half of the title to something like Cinematic Short Film with Canon EOS R and Sigma Art 18 to 35 millimeter. And that way it's super specific. People searching for those types of things are more likely to see it, because no one's probably going to be searching Little Adventures 2, but obviously you want to put the title of your film in it, but then adding that stuff a little more specific, cinematic short film, blah, 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 will help. Okay, so moving back. As far as thumbnails, I like the thumbnail. Obviously the picture's really good. I would make the text bigger, because you got to remember, people looking at these on small phones, on small thumbnails like this, it's harder to see. In this, and I try to put some text in most all of my thumbnails. So like here, maybe put something up in the corner in front of where she is that has to do with your video. This, let's see, firmware. It's like firmware 1.3 Canon EOS R5. I don't know what the video is about specifically, but I would try to be more specific. Instead of just saying like C-Log 1080p 120 frames a second, that's all good, but then something about what to expect from firmware 1.3 Canon EOS R5. That type of thing is probably more likely to get picked up by the algorithm for more people to see. And like this one here, where you have the firmware deal, it's really hard. I can barely read any of that text. So I would maybe stack the text up the left or right side, bigger words, so that people can really read it. Because I would definitely suggest taking your thumbnail, making it really small, and seeing if it makes sense to you. Like here with the roads, I would make those a lot bigger, maybe move them up some, each of the Rode wireless mics, and make it bigger, and put a border around it, like a white border I do with almost all of my excuse me, with almost all of my products or things that I want to stand out. And just one more like this one, EOS R5 straight from the camera. I would take the text down a little bit and put it in the white snow, make it bigger so it really stands out more. Because if people can't see it, people don't have attention spans. They're probably going to go right past it, and then you're going to get lost. So it's hard to get seen on YouTube. You got to do everything just right. And even when you have a lot of subscribers, it's still hard, as you can see from my channel. So tutorial story, yeah, I would take some of those playlists and throw them down here so you have more in there. Community, people don't look at this, but just associating your channel with other channels you like won't hurt, and then you can add that to the homepage as well, just to have more things for people to see. About filmmaker, video editor, so I would put a little bit more about what who you are, what you're about, all that kind of stuff. And like Instagram, you have that. I would put that down here in the links. That way your Instagram will pop up here in the top where your channel art is, and people can click on that. It's a lot more noticeable because it'll be on the home page as well. It's on this channel art throughout the whole thing. So I think those are the main things for your channel, and we have one more that we're gonna check out here now, and that is Augustus. We have Orange Click. Cool, so we have a channel trailer, good start there. 7,000 subscribers, that's cool. So obviously you've been doing this a while, you know what you're doing. Let's see, 2016, yep. 5 years now, just about. So we got a channel trailer, I like that. Popular uploads, good. Like to have that first. As you can see, the first thing we see is videos with thousands of views, so that's cool. And as I was talking about thumbnails here, I like what you've done here. You have a consistent theme on yours. Like I said, I don't do that with all my videos. I'm trying to on my new channel, depending on the type of video it is. Like cooking ones, I try to do a certain theme, and other ones not so much, but then at least those videos people know what it is and it stands out for the people that are used to them and like them. So it's simple. These are the type of things, this works depending on what you're doing. Sourcing outside China, that tells me what the video is about. Building 7-figure Amazon business, that's good. I would maybe, I mean, these are just small tweaks. Like on that one, bring the text up a little bit so it's not so much on her head. But most of these, I mean, they look good. Like I like how you have the sourcing from India, you have the flag there, that's cool. So popular uploads and uploads, so now we have all your videos. We got playlists, that's good, streams, feature channels at the bottom. I like, this is just personal preference. You don't have to do this. I like to put featured channels here, or let's see, yeah, after uploads between, kind of in the middle, just so that it's not like block after block after block of video. Just to, aesthetically, I mean, it's not a big deal, that's just what I prefer. So all that looks good. Looking up Orange Click, I'm not sure what the I don't know, Farhan, if you can't understand me, but I'm not reviewing other people's channels. I have a set list I'm doing. Go to the Facebook group, join it. You can submit for the next time. Hey, no problem, Angelo. I'm not sure what this is supposed to be for the profile picture. I mean, it goes with the theme. It's orange and click, so I mean, maybe it's something to click on. I would suggest having your face in it. Like I said, you know, people associating you with your channel. Not necessary, but that's what I like to see. Orange Click, helping Amazon sellers succeed. So we're telling what the channel's about. People know right off the bat. We know who the people are there. And maybe put an extra space between your first and last name because it almost looks like one long name. We have videos every Monday, Thursday, Saturday, so you're killing it. 3 videos a week. That's awesome. And as far as posting, like I was saying on some of the other channels, hey Harry, welcome. We have a lot of people popping in. Just to let you know, if you want to get your channel seen, I have a link to my YouTube or to my Facebook group in the description where you can join. And when I do these, I post an announcement and people submit their channels and I pick all the ones I'm going to do for that time. So where were we? Oh yeah, so we got the names there. Oh, but as far as videos, I would suggest if you guys aren't making YouTube shorts to start making some. It's making videos. Yeah, I know you're pending. I'm gonna, thanks for letting me know. All people that are pending, I'm gonna approve them all once I get done here. So if you're not using shorts, it's a great way to start getting seen, especially for new channels, because they can take off and you can get millions of views and people can subscribe from that. So it's helpful. I would suggest seeing if you can even repurpose parts of your video and just make shorts. It has to be under 60 seconds. I have videos on that you can check out. Just search a channel about setting up for YouTube shorts and it can help out a lot. I think that's what's helped my other channels start to grow a lot quicker. But that's great. I mean, Monday, Thursday, Saturday, that's really good. I've been trying to do more live videos, upload shorts, so it's not always a professional packaged video that for someone to see, but a good variety of things. Live videos, short videos, those professional ones you take a lot of time on. So don't be afraid to diversify how you do your videos. And speaking of videos, we kind of already talked about the thumbnails. I really like how you're doing this. It looks really good. There's a good theme in there. You have your face in most of them. Really, like how I was talking about on some of the other channels. So the title of this one is How to Build a Global Brand on Amazon, Case Study of Seven-Figure Business. So seven-figure brand case study. So you're not putting the exact same thing that's in your title and making it super busy, but you are putting the important stuff in there, like selling on Amazon India. And we have how to start selling on Amazon FBA India for beginners. So the main keywords that make sense, that get people's attention, that works. So let's just click on one real quick. First one, most recent one, Amazon A+ content, enhanced brand content updates 2021. So based on the title, I'm guessing this has to do with just giving people ideas for Amazon content. So not super clear, but it looks like you have good use of tags here. So Amazon A+ content examples, lots of stuff in there. So it looks like you know what you're doing here. I like how you have multiple versions of this Amazon A+ keyword, and like this one. Just to show you guys an example, this is good here. Amazon A+ content, ranking 25 for that. But look, when we get more specific, A+ content versus enhanced brand content, number 3 for search results. That is how you get found, especially when you're new. You get found by being super specific with your keywords, tiling your stuff just right so that your stuff pops up when people search for that. You might think, oh, 3 million people are searching for this, but only 10,000 are searching for this. Yeah, 10,000 are searching for the smaller one, but you're way more likely to get seen by up to those 10,000 people, whereas that's way better than not getting seen at all by 3 million people. So just to put things in perspective there. And then as you start getting more popular and ranking for more things, you can start ranking in those more, those higher search keywords that have a ton of people, a ton of videos on it, because YouTube's algorithm has already established that you have good videos in that subject field and is more likely to push your videos. So let's see, got that, Chris. So talking about your channel, a lot of that, like you have affiliate stuff, that's good. I like to see that. Obviously that would make sense since you're working with Amazon that you would know how to do that. But I would suggest, like I said in the other ones, taking these tags and try to make just a short paragraph in here, putting as many of these tags into the paragraph as well. It's not necessary, but it helps. The more places you have those keywords in the tags, in the description, and in your title, the better it is for getting seen. And you have a good video score on here, so it's obviously doing well. But just the little tweaks, those little things can make a difference. Like you have lots of links, that's cool. I always try to, Amazon listing content, however you have your affiliate links put out, I always try to put those things first in my videos as well, so that if people are going to get something, it's easy for them to find, it's right there, and you're more likely to make sales on that type of stuff. So that's good for the overall video stuff. We've talked a lot about that. I was just, title standing out to me, I just want to see what it was. It looked good. So playlist. Yep, we got those. I think we talked about playlist here. Did we? Yeah, you have playlist. Cool. It's starting to run together a little bit. Just want to make sure. Community. Okay, cool. We got community post here. 7 months ago, 10 months ago. It is good to use, especially as you get more subscribers, making more community posts, because it's just more times people are going to see your channel as you're making stuff. So I'm trying to make more use of that as well. I'm trying to balance multiple channels and then posting to Twitter and YouTube and Facebook, Instagram. It gets tough, but if you can really focus and set up a schedule, like at the beginning of the week, okay, I want to post this video, like this video on Monday, and then maybe a community post Tuesday, and then Thursday we're going to post this video, and then Friday we're going to do this, and Saturday another video. So it helps if you can really write on paper something you can check off and organize, which I've had to do a lot more working with multiple channels. Yeah, music videos is a hard one to rank for, especially, but I can talk about that too the next time I get into one. So featured channels, we talked about those. The about section, we have been doing that a while. Tell them about who you are, that's cool. We got the email address, links, all that's good. And we have the links up here, so that's awesome. So it looks like you're doing well. I mean, there's not a whole lot. I mean, you guys just keep doing what you're doing. It's obviously working. And congrats on your channel. So for everyone else, once again, this is my Facebook group here, Camber Motion Community. Actually, I'll come into here now. I have 6 new member requests. Clint, Farhan, Joby, Jazroop, Bobo, and is it Sierra or Sarah? All of you are now approved. So don't go finding that post and adding your name to the list. I'll be making another one in the future that'll come out, and you can do that. But once again, everyone, thanks for joining. Like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. I have been having a great time with YouTube videos and all that lately. Let's switch back to this. Here we go. And I really appreciate everything everyone's doing. If y'all have any questions, you can put them in. I'm just going to say a few things real quick, and I can just do a quick Q&A of anything you might want to know. Let me see what time it is real quick. Yeah, it's been about an hour. But once again, it was fun doing the giveaways, all that stuff. I want to do more. It's helpful because the more you guys watch, the more you share, the more you like, the more money comes in the channel from ads and sales and all that kind of stuff. And it's fun to give away. I like to help other people. So like I said before, 25,000 subs by June 1st. I'm going to give away 5 of these, not the phone, but this, and there's a light that comes on it too. And this thing's been super useful, even just for watching videos and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. So that's the first one. If not, 30,000 is going to be the next subscriber milestone for giving away, which at the current rate, it's 1,000 to 1,500 subs, which will be close to the end of the year. And I want it to be faster than that. And the way you guys can help is by watching the videos as soon as they come out. Because like I said in the beginning, I have a ton of people in my analytics. It says there's about 3,000 of the bell clicked, but in the first day of my videos, I get 1 to 200 views still. So trying to make good content for y'all to help you with filmmaking, improving your own videos. I'm trying to do more content with helping with YouTube as well, from things I've learned and ways that you can get seen quicker and don't have to go through all the same, getting messages from my wife, go through all the same hardships as I did. As far as, I just want you to learn quicker, because this channel is all about teaching you how to use your camera to make good videos. But once you make that video, how do you get it seen? Everyone thinks, I'm going to make this video, I put all this work into it, post to YouTube, and oh, I got a whole 7 views after a month. It happens, and a lot of those things come to the thumbnails, tags, titles, keywords, all that stuff. I'm trying to teach more of that. I'm working on building a course for it as well, so hopefully maybe by the end of the year that'll be coming in the future. But I'm putting all this stuff to the test too that I'm working on for my course in my new channel, which is called Camber Fitness, which I will leave a link to that as well. I'm doing a lot more, oops, I need to go to YouTube. I'm doing a lot more, not necessarily family content on Camber Fitness, but more so like health and lifestyle stuff, but my family is involved in a lot more of it. So some of them are vlog type stuff, just kind of fun, more laid back. So if that's something you're interested in, you want to just follow more of the stuff we do, then that is something you can see. I'm putting that right there. Hey Des, thanks man, take care. In case you want to see the Camber Fitness channel. And we have a lot of fun there. Do I have another job? Yes, I do have another job. YouTube is not full-time. I work a regular old job. Yeah, so that's about it. If you guys can help out, it'll be awesome. I want to give away more stuff, but I need your help to do it. Like when I did that giveaway, I went from about 1,000 subscribers a month and gained 1,750 or so over the last month. So if we keep at that rate, those milestones will come a lot quicker, and the snowball effect will come on, channel will grow, more cool stuff to y'all. The Mavic Pro, the original one, I think is going to be the next giveaway at 30,000 if we don't make the 25,000 mark by June 1st. So thanks again for watching, everyone. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy making these videos. I enjoy helping people out. So just, if you can, if the channel's been helpful for you, then please try to watch videos as soon as they come out and help out. And I will see you guys in the next one next week probably. See ya.